Welcome to class. I'm Annette Julie, and I'd like to show you the supplies and projects for Sewing 15A. We're first going to take a look at all of our sewing notebooks, hand sewing, and zippers. And for those projects, you're going to need 2 yards of muslin cloth, 2 7-inch coil zippers, a spool of contrasting thread, preferably black, and I do prefer Gutermann, a button with holes. It can be 2 or 4 holes, a shank button, has a little loop on the back, "12 inches of a cord. This cord is about 1/4 inch thick, and a large hook and eye. There's the hook, here's the eye. So those are the supplies you're going to need to complete all the sewing notebooks. And sewing notebook 1, we'll be doing a measuring sheet. We'll be pulling a grain line, doing 1/2 inch stitches, 1/4 inch stitches in a spiral, looks like a maze, a clean finish side seam hem and bottom hem, and a slot seam. And that's notebook 1. Then notebook 2, we'll be completing our machine use guide. We'll be doing a flat filled seam, popular on the inseam of a denim pant, a French seam, quite often used for sheer fabrics, a mock French seam, a corded seam, also known as self-piping, and a corner seam, quite often used on a pillow. That's notebook 2. Then our third notebook, which is hand sewing. You'll need some hand sewing needles, of course, with your muslin thread, muslin and black contrasting thread. Here we have the hand overcast. Here we have the hook and eye. Here we have a sew through button and a shank button. And another shank button. Here we have the catch stitch. Hidden catch stitch. Hand rolled blind hem. And hand rolled baby blind hem. Then after the hand sewing, we have zippers. We have a form of a lapped and a centered zipper. After our sewing notebooks, we're going into our projects. So here we have a small apron. And you're just going to need your muslin and your thread. After the apron, we'll be working on the skirt. And for the skirt, you're going to need a yard or more of grosgrain ribbon. Has little lines on it. And you're going to need a trouser set of hook and bar, excuse me. And 1 7-inch coil zipper or longer. That's our skirt project. Another example of a skirt. And then our third project is the shirt. And you're going to need your muslin or fabric, your thread, and your choice of button. You're also going to need some interfacing. For this garment, I would use white, but it also comes in black or a grayish color. That's iron and interfacing. That's our shirt project. And then our last project is the short. And you're going to need your muslin fabric. You're going to need your thread. And you're going to need some elastic for the waist. All of these projects can be sewn in fabric with a print on it as well. I sew everything in the muslin so that you can see the contrasting stitch and that it's very clear for instruction when we're looking at details. So that concludes all of our projects. And you will need as much muslin as per project as required for the yardage yield. So when we get to the skirt and the shirt and the apron and the short, we will discuss your individual yardages. Thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.